Hi, third grade, it's Miss Lee. Today we are learning something new, which is 4-digit numbers. On Tuesday, we did a review of 3-digit numbers, and if you really understood that review, it's going to help you understand 4-digit numbers today. On the board, I have two numbers. One is a 3-digit number, and the other is a 4-digit number. Take a look at the two numbers and notice what's different about them. If you notice that the 4-digit number has an extra digit and that there is a comma between two of the digits, then you're correct. Every 4-digit number has a ones place, tens place, a hundreds place, and a thousands place. And that comma that you noticed earlier separates the thousands place from the hundreds place. Just like in 3-digit numbers, there is a relationship between every place value and the place value that comes before it. So the tens place is related to the ones place because 110 is equal to 10 ones. And 100 is equal to 10 tens. Thinking about this pattern, 1,000 must be equal to how many hundreds? 10 hundreds. We can look at this visually using base 10 blocks. At the bottom, we notice that there are 10 ones that make up 110, 10 tens that make up 100, and now 10 hundreds that make up 1,000. And we can count just to make sure. 100, 200, 300, 400, 500, 600, 700, 800, 900, and 1,000. You can represent 3-digit numbers in many different forms, and that's the same for 4-digit numbers. Today, we are going to look at a table that looks similar to something that you saw on Tuesday. You are going to think about the 4-digit number using standard form, written form, unit form, and expanded form. We won't be using drawings to represent 4-digit numbers because as the number gets larger, it is really inefficient to draw out that number. So let's take a look at our first 4-digit number. It's written in standard form, which is just using numbers, the way you typically see numbers. I would represent it in written form using words. This is 2,254. So I would write just as I hear it, 2,254. The unit form looks at the digit in each place value. So I see that there is a 2 in the thousands place, a 2 in the hundreds place, a 5 in the tens place, and a 4 in the ones place. And that's how I would fill it up. When I think about expanded form, I think about the value of each digit. And it really stretches the number out. And when I look at the value, the 2,000s, the value of the 2 in the thousands place is really 2,000. The 2 in the hundreds place is really 200. The 5 in the tens place is 50. And the 4 in the ones place is 4. And those values added up with the addition signs make up the large number, which is 2,254. And this is how I would write it. The numbers get a little bit trickier when you notice that there are zeros in some place values, like this number here. When you try to read out this number, just remember that you want to read out the value of each digit. So if there is a 0 in some place values, there is no value for that place value. So you don't need to read those zeros. So here I see that there is a 1 in the thousands place. The value is 1,000. I see a 0 in the hundreds place, which means I don't need to read it out. There is a 1 in the tens place, which has a value of 10. And then there's a 0 again in the ones place, which means I don't need to read it out again. So let's put that together. Value of 1,000, value of 10. 1,000, 10. That's how you would read out this number. Your assignment and the next few slides will look like this page. You will have a table and one form will be filled out for you. It might be the standard form, it might be the written form, the unit form, or the expanded form. Using the information that you're given, you are going to fill out the rest of the boxes. So here, if I'm given this number, I have to write it in written form, I have to write it in unit form, and I have to write it in expanded form. For the next number, I'm given the number in its written form. So I have to write it in standard form, unit form, and expanded form.